hello, lovely people of Earth. We have Sarah Millican. Gifts from your cat. I can only imagine what that would be. I just want to point out really quick, because I was just looking at it quite fascinated. I really like the setup for this stage. Not so much the background picture, because meh, but the lights on the floor from the orange to the red to the blue. I like that very much. So, yeah.
But I do worry that I tell people a bit too soon in any conversation that I've got cats. I've got cats, it's too soon. I've got cats, that's lovely, and your account number is... And that's because they're not too bad in the minute, but I've often got big scratches on my arms, and I don't want anybody to ever misconstrue what those scratches are. I don't want anybody to ever leave my company going, she seemed really happy, but did you see her arms? When truth be told, it's because I cuddle them too tight and the fuckers fight back.
Been there, done that.
But the first cat we got 2 years ago, little ginger kitten, he's called Chief Brody, named after the police chief in Jaws. I was still living at the flat at the time, and I thought I'll let him have a wander around, get his bearings, have a bit of a sniff, a bit of an investigate. And he went round the back of the sofa, and I was quite surprised, because I'd lived there for 6 years and I'd never been round the back of the sofa. And the Hoover certainly fucking hadn't. And he came back round with what can only be described as 4 big grey fluffy slippers on. So I sent him back round to finish the job. I don't know if you've ever tried to litter train a cat. It's normally quite straightforward.
What?
I don't know if you've ever tried to litter train a cat. It's normally quite straightforward.
What?
I don't know if you've ever tried to litter train a cat. It's normally quite straightforward. Whenever they look like they're about to do something, you pick them up and you plonk them in the litter tray. You hope for the best. But Chief Brody took a while to cotton on, kept having it laxed, poor bugger. And at one point, my fella and I were standing over the litter tray, just looking at each other going, is there anything we could be doing to help him that we're not already doing? And my fella, because he's so lovely, he looked down at the litter tray and he went, do you want me to do a shit in it to start him off? No, I really don't. It would be end to end. And the cat would be like, who the fuck lives here? Aslan? But I have 2 friends who look after my cats when I'm away from home. One of them is an animal lover, one not so much. Give us a cheer if you consider yourself an animal lover. Give us a cheer if you're not really bothered. It's totally fine, isn't it? It's totally fine. My friend who is the animal lover, she looks after them because she loves them. My friend who isn't the animal lover, she looks after them because she loves me. It's very sweet. So the friend who is the animal lover, when she looks after them, she'll take a photograph of them to send to me, and underneath the photograph, it'll say, hiya, ma'am. Because they call me ma'am. It's not weird. Fuck off.
I'm with her on this.
And I know that we're close, because whenever I see them, they always need a shit. I say, hiya, ma'am, we miss you, we'll see you soon, and it settles me. Wherever I am in the country or the world, it settles me, because I know that they're safe and that they're happy. My friend who isn't the animal lover takes a picture just the same, but underneath her picture, it'll say, here is the photograph you requested.
I'm sorry, but I have a story. Oh, gosh. I used to have 3 cats. Love them like children. I am their mom. We're talking cats that, okay, I paid for all kinds of surgeries and treatments, and I cook for them. And, you know, they're cared for, right? And I love them to death. And every time that we would go on holiday or whatever, it had to be max 4 days, because it had to come back for the cats. And we didn't have people like this that, you know, you can just call them up and say, hey, take care of my cats, and sure, fine, that's great. It was always a struggle to find somebody to, you know, take care of them when we were away. And we did have one friend that was willing, but not an animal person at all, and especially not a cat person. He was more into dogs, if into animals at all, but cats were like not his thing. And out of the 3 cats I had, it was 2 female cats and a male cat, and the male cat was a bastard. He would spend all his time, effort, and energy all day into trying to piss you off and doing malicious things. And he especially had it out for this particular friend. So first of all, he would meow all freaking day, just on the top of his lungs outside in the patio. That's all he would do. That he'd love. It would sing an opera to him. He would enjoy it immensely. Anything you'll leave out, 5 seconds, bam, he'll steal it. Any food you'll leave out, bam, he'll steal it. He will break trash bags, spread the trash all over the place. It's like, it's just, I don't know if dogs are like that or children are like that. I don't know, but it's a pain in the ass. That cat is a particular pain in the ass, and he would play with it. If he finds anything, he'd play with it all around the house and run into stuff and mess up all the We're talking about a cat that once stole a whole freaking chain of sausages from the barbecue, all right? We're talking about a little menace here. So this friend would come over and he would do it again because he would like love us or whatever, but he was not, thrilled about it, and he wouldn't really know what to do or how to do it or whatever. And one time we went on holiday to the beach, and it was like a long drive. It was a several-hour drive and whatever. And then, you get there, you go to the beach, you check out, the sites or whatever, blah, 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 the hotel, all that stuff. And all day I didn't get a message from this kid. So at night, detail. We had this patio that we put up freaking nets and walls and reds or nets in Spanish, sorry. Just nets and fencing and all kinds of stuff. So neither of the cats would run away, but particularly for this freaking bastard that would escape. And this kitty was a escape artist. He was like a proper Houdini. No matter how many times I would patch up the nets and the holes and stuff, he would always find a way out. And I spent years of my life fixing up that patio so that little bastard wouldn't get out, and he spent years of his life trying to find out a way to get out anyway. Anyway, I was confident. Every time he would escape, I would patch it up. I would be confident he wouldn't have a new way to get out, and little bastard always found the way. So anyway, it came like nighttime, 9-10 p.m., and I never got this picture or the message saying, yo, your cat's fine. So I sent him a message saying, hey, everything all right? And he says, no. Oh my God, what happened? And he sent me a picture of my cat on a roof, like half a block away from my patio, just like very far off into the distance. And the only reason I knew it was a cat is because you can see the like 2 little light beams from his eyes. That's all. Like, that kitty was freaking far. I'm like, oh my God, how did that happen? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, when did that happen? Like 10 minutes after you left? You dumbass. I was so freaking mad. He didn't call me all day. I was like, what have you been doing? And he's like, I've been standing here for hours waiting for the cat to come back. But the cat hated this guy. And we're talking about a cat that responds to his name perfectly, beautifully, and everything. You call him, he'll come a-running. But he did not like this person, so he did not want to come. So also, if he did come, it was like very awkward to retrieve him. You had to like break the net. It was a mess. So he was standing there for like 6 hours and didn't call me, didn't think to contact me until I asked him everything. Okay, this kid was a special kind of fun. And anyway, he had to put me on. It was a mess to get the cat back. He had to put me on speakerphone. I told him, run to the fridge, get like a can of tuna or ham or anything the cat will like. Start calling. I had to start calling the cat and freaking, on speakerphone and whatever. And apparently when the cat heard my voice, he was interested. Like, oh, wait, mommy's here or whatever. And it took a freaking 40 straight minutes of just absolute hassle and chaos to get that stupid cat back. And then obviously I was uneasy for the next 4 days. He didn't let the cat out in the patio for the next 4 days. The cat hated him because his patio was his favorite thing ever, and he took that away from him. So on top of having the hate of this guy that, also I think he hated him because every time he was there, it's because we weren't. So he thought that person was like kicking us out of our house or something. Like I don't know. He hated him, and then he just hated him so much more. And that person never came to take care of the cats again. He said he drove him absolutely batshit crazy for 4 days and would not shut up for a full second. So, yeah, anyway. Well, that was a story. Sorry.
They are still alive. I will check again tomorrow. But they are house cats. They don't go outside. They will go outside at some point, but I'm sort of nervous. I'm nervous for their safety, but also I'm a little bit worried about what they might bring back in with them. I know this is a thing that cats do. Have we got cat owners in tonight? Yeah. Quite a few of you. Now, I know that whatever they bring in, be it a mouse or a bird, if it's still alive, I'm to try and catch it and put it back in the garden. And if it's dead, I'm to put it in the outside bin. That's fine. But what I don't know is what I'm supposed to do if whatever they bring in is still a little bit twitchy. Has this happened to any of you? Yeah. Oh, nearly all of you. This is horrible. Let's get some suggestions what you think I should do. Let's start at the top. So anybody in the top section got a suggestion what I should do with a half-dead animal? Shout out.
Put a bucket over it.
Put a bucket over it. Have you done that, love?
Yes.
Yes. What animal was it?
A bird and a mouse and a rat.
A bird and a mouse and a rat at the same time. Like a tiny little rubbish zoo.
Cat was busy.
So are these all separate occasions?
Separate.
Yes, and so you put the bucket over it until...
The husband came home.
Oh, until your husband came home. We've got a feminist in, girls. And then what did he do?
Luckily, they all died.
Luckily, they'd all died.
God.
That is the best sentence I've heard in ages. We should all start adding that on to the end of all of our stories. Luckily, they all died.
Can you imagine I added that to the end of my story? Oh, God.
The lady upstairs. Anybody in the next section down got a suggestion what I should do with a half-dead animal?
Hit it with a spade.
Hit it with a spade. No. He didn't even have to think of that, did he? Just hit it with a spade. Hit it with... Have you done that, love? Yes. Was it definitely an animal? Haven't got a couple of ex-wives in your garden or anything? Anybody else in that section? CPR. Oh, you, the rest of you feel like such shits now. CPR. Have you done that? Yes. What animal was it, love? It was a cat.
What?
Either option one, she has not understood the question. Option two, her cat brought in another cat. I'm going to go with option two because that feels awesome to me. Anybody in the next section down got a suggestion what I should do with a half-dead animal?
Give it back to us so we can finish it off.
Give it back to the cat, so we can finish it off. And when you say finish it off, all right, sorry, you mean eat it. Okay, sorry, I wasn't.
Oh. I didn't need the visuals.
One tiny final wank. A cat couldn't even do that because they don't have that kind of hands. It'd have to do it with its paws. Well, you've just made me mime a cat wanking off a mouse. You dirty bastards. So you mean give it back to the cat so the cat can eat it? I like that idea because that feels like good parenting, doesn't it? Because it's like, finish your tea or you're not playing out. I like it, it's good. Anybody else in that section?
Put it on YouTube.
Put it on YouTube? Oh, we've got a young one in. How old are you, Flower?
Flower.
25.
25.
The way
Get
he
out.
said it.
Fuck off. Look around you, love. You don't belong. That was so much fun. Sorry. Being rude to young people, you should try it, it's awesome. Next level down, so are you the grand circle? Is that what, you the grand circle? So lady there, like, yes, we're grand. Okay. So the grand circle, anybody got a suggestion what to do with a half-dead animal? Bash it with a hammer.
No.
Fuck, where are you from? The felon? I love that there's a lady cheering that I've just implied that she's from the felon because you're clearly from the felon. Yeah! We bash things with hammers. Anybody else in that section?
Chuck it over next door.
Chuck it over next door.
Oh, God.
Anything that stops you having to talk to your neighbours. Good answer, thank you very much. Anybody in the boxes or downstairs got a suggestion?
Put it in a cage and keep it as a pet.
Hold on. We're coming back to you. Say that again, love. Put it in a pie because you know it's still fresh. That's clearly all he's bothered about. Is it fresh? Yeah, well, I'll eat it. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Have you done that? You've had chips with it as well? Oh, and what kind of animals have you put in pies? Nothing exciting, just a pigeon.
Pussy pie's nice.
What?
Pussy pie's nice.
Wowzers. You actually went there, didn't you? He's doing that with his arm as well, like he's a fucking winner. Something tells me by how mortified your girlfriend is that you're not going to get any of that for a while.
I'm not 100% sure what he said. I heard... I hope that's not a thing. I heard pussy poison. But, I don't know. That doesn't feel like it should be a thing. So, I don't know what he said.
So pie, and there was another one at the back. Shout again.
Put it in a cage and keep it as a pet.
Keep a half-dead animal as a pet. Have you done that?
It was fine, it came back to life all right.
Oh, what animal was it?
It was a vole.
It was a vole.
A what?
The lady at the front is a
my
big fan of fucking voles.
What the hell's a vole? Oh, here it is. 1 second, please. I have no idea what the freaking McJesus that is. Okay. So it's basically a mousey. It's just a rodent. Is a vole a mouse or a rat? A vole is not a mouse. There you go. Okay. I never heard of those before. And they're also very cute. I've never seen one before.
Finally, somebody mentions voles. How long have I fucking been here? Nearly half an hour. Nobody's done any vole jokes yet. And how long did it live?
It lived for about a month and then it escaped.
You know why it escaped? Because it's a fucking wild animal. It didn't escape, it went home. Anybody else downstairs? Give it to the dog to chew on. So I've got to get a dog now. What do I do with the stuff the dog brings in? Give it to your horse. Fucking hell. This is going to get out of hand. See, I asked this question when I was working in Australia last year, and I would occasionally shit myself. I'd slightly forget I was in Australia. And when people would say things like lizards, I would think, fucking lizards? I didn't know this might happen. Tiny dinosaurs, because that's what they are. One lady said, my cat brings in half-dead lizards. And I said, what do you do? She said, I take them to the vet, and then after a week I go back and check up on them. I said, well, what happens when you go back and check up on them? She said, well, the vet always says, I managed to revive them, and I've released them back into the wild. And I thought, oh, bless your cotton socks for fucking believing that, love. They must see her coming, mustn't they? Oh, fuck, it's lizard woman again. With a bag of half lizards. Expecting us to match them all up.
Oh, God.
Brenda, look, that doesn't go. The pattern's different. Can you see? Try that one. No, but I've seen that one somewhere before. Another lady said that her cat brought in a half-dead parrot. I said, what did you do with a half-dead parrot? She said, I just put my fingers over its nostrils for a while. Which is all very well until the parrot realises it has a mouth. Fuck, that was close, that was close. Then one really serious lady, very straight face, she said, drowned it. I said, what did you drown? She said, it was a frog. I love the idea of a frog going, oh no, don't put us in the water. I hate the water. That's my natural habitat, just a fucking idiot. Oh no. But my sister said, are you going to bury all of the animals your cat's bringing in the garden? And I said, no, because it's the first time I've had a garden as an adult. I'm not about to turn it into a pet cemetery. And then I thought about it, and there is a plus side to this. Think of how many magnums I'd have to eat for all of the little lolly stick crosses.
Hello, it's Sarah Millican here.
Ah, that was loud. I like this lady. Fun. Very fun. I realized my story was long, and I'm sorry, but whatever. This is how I do things. If you don't like, eat, believe. Anyway, and luckily all my animals were fine. Not dead, but fine. My cat once left a bird twitching in the patio. I tried to save it. I took it upstairs where the cat couldn't go, to the roof, gave it water, food, a little shoebox. Tried to, keep that thing alive, but it died. Like 18 hours later. Real sad stuff. But, dude, some people are mega vicious, just like hitting it with a hammer and killing it. No, oh. It's like those movies where, the deer or the, like in Me, Myself, and Irene, where the cow is like suffering and the humane thing to do is actually kill it. And it's just horrible and awful and, ugh. I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to do that, but geez. I also have several horror stories about my brother doing stuff like this to animals, but not for today. Also not my stories to tell, and also they're absolutely freaking horrible, so I don't want to tell them at all. But anyway, that was good. Sarah Millican's awesome. She's fun. Thank you guys for watching. You've been a lovely audience. And yeah, I am off, so stuff and things, happiness and reasons and love and smiles.